At the January Tech Integration Workshop, I mentioned the CIA World Factbook, and in this example, we're going to work on the CIA World Factbook. If we look at the skills, working with the number format, by the end of 6th grade, students should master, in addition to the sum function, using average, median, mode, minimum, and maximum. This is a great way to explain to students why the paste special command can be helpful in preparation for the 7th grade. Sorting data again. In 8th grade skill preparation, formatting a cell to allow word wrap, and getting to absolute references and formulas. In the 6th grade social studies standards, students are working on world capitals and geographic features, and you will be understanding how to make a cell formula absolute with the $ in front of the row and column you do not want to change. As a interesting fact, you can press the F4 function key to automatically generate the $ in formulas. So we're going to go Google the CIA World Factbook, and it has a bit of a lengthy website address. When you get there, you'll see on the right-hand side of the screen it says, please select a country to view. And so in this example, if you choose to use it, you would want to have students choose any 10 countries in the world that they're interested in. You'll find that students really enjoy using their heritage countries, and some of them will just find some interesting things they never knew existed, like Christmas Island. So we're going to choose a location. I'm choosing Argentina. When you do, you'll see that the CIA World Factbook gives you good factual information. It comes from the .gov domain. So this is the CIA's page, and it shows the country's flag, where the country is on the continent, and underneath are a series of little sections. So in our example, we're going to need the geography section to find the total area of the country. It's listed in square kilometers, so if you wanted square miles, you would have to do some additional math. How much total area represents the land in the country, and how much total square kilometers represents the water in the country. If you click on a title, it closes it up. You'll also need the people and society section if you choose to have them list out what is the top language in the country. So in this case, it's Spanish, which also happens to be the official language. And then we'll close that, and under government, you'll be able to find the name of the capital of this country. Back in Google Classroom, you have your own work file down below, so everybody has their own sheet that they can try this with. The first tab is an empty spreadsheet for you to try the work in, and the second sheet shows how a completed spreadsheet could look. In our case, Argentina was my country, and I can highlight the capital of Buenos Aires and Control C or edit copy. And this is where, when you go to your spreadsheet, you want to teach the students to click in the cell and choose edit paste special and just paste in the values. If you just pasted it in, it will carry the formatting from the web page. With the geography, when you highlight the total area, you only want the numbers, not square kilometers, and we'll copy and edit paste special and do the same thing for land and water, top percentage of land. And so let's just finish that up. For the next entries, we're going to have to do a little formula calculation. And again, here I forgot to edit paste special, and so you'll see that the formatting carried over from the other web page. I can click in the number, choose the formula painter to suck out the formatting of the cell, and when I click in the cell that was incorrectly formatted, it just matches the format. So in order to calculate the percentage that the land represents of the total, we're going to divide. We can say equals D2 divided by C2. This would be an opportunity to use the percentage formula, and also to reduce the decimal place if you wish. The percentage that the water represents of the total area of Argentina is just about 1%. And then we have this column here called the percentage of the Earth's land. In the CIA World Factbook, you can also look up the world's information. So our world's geography shows that we have 510.072 million square miles. So we're going to need to write that. Oh, and we're actually working on land, right? Percentage of the Earth's land. So it is 148.94 square miles. We don't want to use the number 148.94 because these numbers are in millions of square kilometers. So 148,940,000 square kilometers for our Earth. If I simply say that I'm going to take the amount of land area of Argentina and divide that by the amount that is in our Earth, it's going to give us the correct answer for our first country. If I try to copy and paste this formula, it's going to give us some division by zero errors. And the reason is it did a relative copy. So I'm in row 2, it's dividing D2 by L2. When I copy it down, it's now dividing row 3, D3 divided by L3. But we don't want to put 149 million square kilometers in each of these cells. We want it to always absolutely reference row L2. That's where the dollar sign comes in handy. When we put a dollar sign in front of the L and in front of the 2, that tells the computer when I copy and paste this, it should absolutely only look at column L. It should absolutely only look at row 2 for the value. So now when I copy that and paste it, it now equals 0 because it relatively copied D2 down as D3, D4, D5, but it absolutely locked in divided by L2. So each one of these formulas ends by being divided by L2. That's an absolute reference.